All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Fate Stay Night.
I need a
AKA free us from this
Shiro.
prison.
We're
Holding out for a
Please
Shiro till
die.
the end of stay night.
oh my god,
He's gotta be dumb and he's gotta get trashed and he's gonna get in the fight.
how long have you been sitting on that Pokemon?
The last few days. Why?
Oh,
I hate you.
Then I've done my job.
also I'm gonna turn
Um,
that down a little bit because I seem to be hitting the clipping.
Anyway, I will admit we hate on Shiro. At least he doesn't give up. I felt like I've almost gave up in a lot in the last few weeks.
Oh,
And I'm sure other people here have too. And
yeah, we don't
honestly,
have to get into that if you don't want to.
we don't.
But
I just want to say thank you for doing this with me, guys. It means a lot.
yeah,
But the sexism is not redeemable for Shiro, so let's
no.
get into trashing this
It
one.
sure fucking isn't.
By the way, someone in the Discord just pointed out something peak for Somnium Files, that the extra secret ending of the second game puts you in the escape room, the first escape room from 999.
Oh my god, does it? That's actually really fucking cool.
The escape room is called Sequel Way Out. 6 minutes, 1 person, 5 door.
Shut up. Alright, anyways. It's colder than usual. Must be really cold for me to feel it, feverish as I am. It looks like it might even snow. It's coming from the shed. The sound of something slicing through the air reaches me at a regular interval. As I cross the yard, my breath mists the air. I find him in front of the shed. Given how unsurprised I am to find him, I guess I figured he'd be here. He must have been shooting his arrows. The moment Archer sees me, he lowers his bow in displeasure. That's dangerous. Don't shoot arrows in my house. What were you gonna do if you hit something?
Nothing in particular. I wasn't using arrows to begin with. Can't hit anything if you're not shooting anything.
He doesn't have to tell me that. So the sound was just his bow itself. You're dry firing your bow? That's so bad. For some reason, Archer was just plucking his bowstring, not firing arrows. And it's a good looking bow. Didn't want to say as much earlier, but I guess you're a bona fide archer.
The archer class is made of archers.
I wonder. I'm not an archer like you understand it, so even if you ask, I can't teach you anything about archery.
Damn it. He's not Feindal. I can't grind archery levels off of him.
Your archery is about shooting arrows for yourself. Mine are used to strike at enemies. You think of archers with concern for things like civility.
His lip curls snidely. I still can't stand this guy. I never thought to ask you about archery in the first place. I was just wondering what you were doing.
As you can see, I'm just keeping my skills sharp. The injuries I sustained from Saber have healed. I can't stay on guard duty forever.
I see. So his wounds have healed. That means Tosaka will get back into the fight. I turn on my heel. If Tosaka and Archer are going to rejoin the battle, I need to make a decision too. Need to go somewhere I can think alone.
Have you ever heard the word Zanshin before?
Huh?
literally means lingering heart, and its concept dealing with the time you have after making your move. I feel it's the only thing my archery and your Kyoto discipline have in common.
What? I didn't ask for a lecture on the 8 stages of shooting.
Just listen. I say the body remains in the same place after you shoot a bow. That's what Zanshin is.
Yes, there are 8 movements in Kyudo called the Shaho Setsu, excuse me, which are the 8 principles of shooting. The final step, Zanshin, is what follows after releasing your arrow. Yeah, what about it?
I'm talking about preparedness. Zanshin is not about making sure your arrow strikes the target. An arrow has already struck its target by the time it's released. The shooter simply moves according to the image they envision. So they don't need to check whether it's hit or not. If, when you shoot, you think your arrow won't hit, it won't. If you believe it will, it will.
That's absurd. No matter how much you might think a shot will hit, some shots won't. If all they had to do was think it'll hit, everyone would hit every shot every time.
Do you really think so? You, at least, hit the target every time.
What? He catches me off guard there. I mean, he's right, but...
God, I don't know how to feel about his front-facing fucking Zatch Bell fucking ass forehead that runs a fucking airstrip.
Courage and hearken. Alright.
I'm sorry.
Well, I don't care about that. The point I'm trying to make is this. Zanshin isn't about determining whether or not your arrow hits. Everyone knows what happens to the arrow they fire. Zanshin is the mindset of accepting the consequences of the shot.
I know that. You're telling me I need to follow through to the very end.
Exactly. I heard what happened to Saber. She must have known something like this would happen from the start. Fighting without any chance of renewing her magical energy could only lead to her disappearing. That was already determined. Then...
all that's left is to accept the results. He's telling me that no matter what I decide, no matter what it does to Saber, all I can do is see it through. I turn my back to Archer. This time, I'm going to be the one to leave Archer hanging.
Oh, and one more thing. I'll go ahead and tell you since you don't seem to have figured it out.
His voice comes from behind me.
Saber must have known she would disappear if she used her noble phantasm. She probably never intended to use her noble phantasm in the first place.
This time, I hear nothing of his usual sarcasm.
But she did use her noble phantasm. There can be only one reason for that. Saber chose protecting you over keeping herself from disappearing. Never forget that.
For once, his voice is completely sincere. He's only telling the truth here.
Ow.
The park is empty, as usual. Maybe it's because it's chillier than usual. There's hardly anyone out. Looks like I'm the only one walking around right now. I slump down onto a bench. Well, I came here to be alone. Now that I'm here, I should think of what to do next. I can't put my decision off any longer. If I want to defeat the other masters and end this Holy Grail war, I need Saber. That's not what this is about, though. I just don't want to lose Saber. But that means I'd have to have Saber attack people like Ryder did. I can't let her do that. Giving Saber that order is as good as telling her to die. Besides, I think she'd just refuse outright. But when my head slumps down, I see my left hand. I have 2 command spells left. If I use one, I can force Saber to obey me, even if she refuses. I bite my lip and shake the thought off. It's ridiculous. Time slips by me as I sit on the bench. I have no idea how long I remain sitting there. But just as my fingers start to tremble from the cold... Sai, you're up.
I thought I'd never see you again, but you're here.
I look up, hearing a voice calling to me.
It really is you. Hello, Shiro. You look down. Did something happen?
Ilya, did you come all the way here by yourself again? It's not safe. You never know where masters are lurking. I'm about to warn her that other masters might be lurking nearby, waiting to attack. I catch myself, realizing how stupid that would be. Ilya's a master. I shouldn't be worried about her. We're enemies. Sorry. I don't really have time to talk right now. I know we bumped into each other, but I can't talk today. It's going to be really cold, so you should head home. I don't get up from the bench as I dismiss Ilya. There are plenty of things I'd like to talk to her about, but I can't think of anything other than Saber right now. What's going on? Ilya doesn't say anything. She's looking at me as if I'm a stranger. Ilya? Sorry, I don't mean to be harsh. I've just got a lot on my mind right now.
I know. Saber is about to disappear, right? And you're wondering what to do.
Just out of nowhere, Ilya's voice has gotten so cold and detached. Ilya?
What a stupid thing to worry about. No wonder you let Ryder's master get away. You just need to kill losers like them.
I move my feet. Something tells me this isn't a time to be sitting, so I shift my weight forward to get up. But my body doesn't move, as if I'm entranced by Ilya. Ilya, how do you know about that?
There's not much to explain. I was there last night at the building. I could only watch from the inside, though.
I'm trying to make my hands and feet move, but nothing happens. No, it feels like the more I try to move, the stiffer they get. It's those eyes. Whenever I see Ilya's red eyes, my senses go dull.
Oh? You're already changed down. You really weren't on your guard at all. I thought it'd be easier to capture you if you were all alone. But you're so cute. Getting caught so easily.
Ilya, you...
It's no use, brother. You can't move now. Soon, you won't be able to talk. But there's nothing to worry about. I actually didn't come here to talk today either.
Ilya's eyes blaze with murderous intent. This is Ilya as I saw her the other night. Berserker's master. You plan to kill me right here? I grit my teeth and gather all my strength. But my fingers won't so much as budge. It's like Ilya's stare has frozen every nerve in my body.
Yep. There's no reason for you to remain a master, right? If Saber disappears, you'll be all alone. I can't have you go on being a master. I can kill you easily if you have no other means to fight.
Ilya raises her hand. Her slender white fingers reach for my chest.
I'm glad I found you before the others killed you. So, good night, brother. Saber's going to disappear anyway, so the sooner the better, right?
I love playing the murderous ones.
My vision fades. My limbs have gone completely numb. Now I can't see either. How long have I been stuck in this darkness? Before I can figure out whether I'm alive or dead, I lose consciousness.
So, hi, not Clover.
I've got my axe and everything.
My body is burning.
Big X mode engage.
Even if my consciousness has fallen into darkness,
Yes.
the burning in my body tells me I'm still alive. Yes, that must mean I'm still alive. Even so, it may only be temporary. Ilya even said it.
I could kill you easily if you have no other means to fight.
She is absolutely right. Without Saber, I can't fight a proper battle. A Holy Grail war is a battle between servants, and there's no way I can go up against servants. That's been proved more than enough by now. Each time, I got absolutely thrashed. Like Saber said, all I can do against servants is try to survive for as long as possible. I couldn't even do that. I was cut to pieces and even thrown out of a third-story window. It's only this weird, inexplicable thing going on with my body that's kept me alive. It's so frustrating. It makes me so angry. In the face of an unbeatable opponent, I couldn't stop the catastrophe in front of me on my own, even though I decided to fight. I said I was going to fight as a master and vowed not to hurt anyone, but I couldn't even keep those promises. I'm pissed off. The champions of justice I strived to emulate when I was young always had to win, or there would be no point. My body is burning. Every inch of me trembles with the need to win. But I have neither the means to win or even a way to fight. What good am I? I can't even fight alongside Saber without bringing her down. I think this is men.
Another mistake. Not fit for fighting, Shiro Emiya. Your battle is supposed to be a mental one. A fight against your own self.
Suddenly, I remember Archer saying that.
You haven't got a prayer of winning once the battle starts. None of your skills are worth a damn against servants.
I know that. I've certainly been reminded more than enough.
Then at least imagine it. If you can't possibly beat the opponent in reality, then beat them in your imagination. If you can't win yourself, imagine something that can win.
You don't have to remind me. I can only win in my own head. But what can I imagine that would ever help me win? I can't imagine beating a servant. I don't have such a wild imagination as to fool myself. Any fantasy I come up with will be full of loose threads that'll come unraveled. My third-rate imagination hasn't got a prayer against these incredible servants. That's why... Who do I win against? And how do I win? I'm still searching for that answer.
Through the power of friendship and this gun I just found.
Is this Saber from here?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, it might be. It might be. Yeah.
Am I really
No?
searching for it? Or I guess
Is this still... I could
think
keep
it's probably
going
still
until we're sure. Am I really searching for it? That golden sword? It's meant only for her. I don't want it for myself. It's just... It's so beautiful. Just once, I'd like to hold it in my hands if I can. I guess this is just a bad habit I've picked up as an untrained mage. Since all I can do is look within myself, I tend to dream about stuff I shouldn't. I should at least be allowed to dream. First, I imagine the thing's basic structure, then reproduce it. Guess there's not much point in strengthening here. If strengthening is the act of applying something to an existing object, there's not much point in doing that to something that doesn't exist. That means I need to work harder if I'm gonna remember that sword. This is well before the basics. This is from before Kiritsugu taught me the strengthening, a magecraft process that I thought up on my own and packed with trivial steps. Let's see, how did I do it? How did I give it form?
Reminder that he was dreaming about that sword at the very beginning of this game.
I remember. When I come to, I have no idea where I am. Where am I? This place isn't just unfamiliar. There's a luxurious canopy bed, and the plush carpet is ankle deep. There's even a stone fireplace, and it's clearly not just a decoration. What I initially take for wallpaper, I realize on inspection, is actually patterns engraved in the wall. I've gotten used to fancy decorations like the one in Shinji's mansion. This is something else entirely. It's a little embarrassing to say this out loud, but this place is like a castle from a fairy tale. My vision blurs. My body feels strangely heavy. Maybe if I'm having circulation problems or something. I feel like I might fall back asleep if I relax even a little. What the hell happened? I tried to get my clouded mind working. Oh, right, Ilya paralyzed me and I just passed out. So, Ilya's captured me. There's nobody in the room. My body feels heavy, but not so bad I can't even lift a finger like before. If I really work at it, I might be able to lift an arm. What the? Tied up? My drowsy mind suddenly jolts to full alertness. I realize I'm in danger, and so study my surroundings carefully. I'm in a chair. My hands are bound behind my back. I'm handcuffed. No, my wrists are just tied with rope. It's not as bad as I imagined, but I still can't move. My whole body is weirdly tingly, and I can't get up with my arms tied behind me. I wonder how long I've been here. Is there... No clock here. There's nothing in here to tell me what time it is. A window. There's a window behind me. I try to turn and get a look, but the curtains are closed, so I can't see outside. All I can say for sure is that the sun's set. I ran into Ilya in the morning, so it's been at least half a day. I don't have time for this. I have no idea where I am, but I need to get back to Saber as fast as I can. Saber's in a weakened state. I can't even be more of a burden to her by letting something like this happen. I try to make my arms move. If I'm going to escape, I have to do something about these ropes around my wrists. The door opens. I go still just as Ilya enters the room.
Oh, you finally woke up. Morning, brother. How are you feeling?
Ilya's not acting at all like she had earlier. The coldness in her eyes is gone, and she's back to acting like the cheerful girl she'd been at the park the other day.
Huh? What's wrong? You don't look so good. You still can't move? That's weird. You should at least be able to talk by now.
Ilya peers into my face, looking puzzled. She seems genuinely concerned for me. I'm fine. I can talk, and my mind's clear enough to understand that I've been captured.
Oh, are you complaining? Did you know prisoners are usually supposed to go into the basement cell? But I felt bad at the thought of doing that to you, so I brought you to my room.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but at least I understand what's going on a little better.
Bitch, you're
This
tied
guy
up in the room. I'm pretty sure it's bad.
This guy, finally, for the first time in his life, got invited to a girl's room.
Well,
I don't think you got invited. I think you got voluntold.
True.
also technically second time. Rin didn't invite her the one time to practice his magic, but
Was a room in his own house that
she was staying
that
in it at the
he
time,
and
kind of.
her too.
But yes. Joke still stands. Very funny. I'm getting a clearer picture of what happened. I've been captured, and this is where you live. I speak flatly, trying to kill my emotions. Until I understand completely what's happening here, I just need to listen.
That's right. Remember, I told you I live in a castle in the forest? This is a castle in the middle of a big forest. There's nothing else around. It takes a few hours by car just to get to your city. There's no chance of a rescue out here, and nobody will come bother us either.
I see. Okay, but why did you do this? If you were going to kill me, you could have done it at the park.
Why would I? I don't intend to kill you. You're mine. I'll kill the other masters, but you're special. I locked you up here so that nobody could bother us.
I find myself recoiling. Ilya pushes her face closer to me, ignoring my agitation.
Remind me, this bitch is 18.
Ilya, what are
A
you...
reminder.
I know it's inappropriate, but the way Ilya sits on my lap has my heart racing. She may not be heavy, but the way she's sitting on my lap has me thinking kinda graphic thoughts.
Okay, enough. Fun fact, the author did not want to do any scenes. He hated them,
Yeah.
just so you know.
Yep, I knew it. You're special, Shiro. Hey, want to be my servant? If you say you'll be my servant, I won't kill you. If you just nod, I'll spare you.
Ilya's words are so pure and heartfelt. I know that if I nod even once, it'll be a choice I can't unmake, and I will absolutely come to regret it. On the other hand, if I refuse, that purity will turn into pure wickedness. With Ilya leaning so close, my mind grinds to a shrieking halt. She's not saying this just because she likes me. This is more like an interrogation, a matter of whether I want to live or die.
This is a no-brainer. You don't have Saber anymore. You don't have a way of fighting. That means there's no reason for you to remain a master.
Nope, Saber hasn't disappeared yet. I'm not going to let it happen.
Oh, really? But it would be so easy to kill you in your state. Just give in and stay here. If you stay by my side forever, I'll protect you forever.
Ilya presses close against me.
Creepy
I'm
little
not
doll
sure
bitch.
what'll happen if I refuse, but I still can't agree. I can't. Step away, Ilya. No matter what you say, Ilya presses her index finger to my lips. She giggles in amusement and watches me in my bewilderment.
You really don't understand. Listen, you're like a bird in a cage. It's my decision whether to keep you alive or kill you. You shouldn't say anything that might make me mad. I've waited 10 years for this. Killing you quickly would just be boring.
What? Ilya talks like she's asking for a toy. The sheer cold-heartedness in her voice sends a shiver down my spine.
This is your last chance, brother. I'm only asking this one more time.
Ilya's eyes shine with hope.
Shira, be mine.
Ilya's tone is bewitching and Brooke's no refusal.
Can't do that.
Unfortunate.
Just so you know, the alternate leads to a scene just called Einsburn Castle / Dress of Heaven.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, and we missed out.
We'll have to see that at the end of the, like, after stream, cause that is like Heaven's Feel shit. Like,
Oh,
that
shit.
doesn't come back till Heaven's Feel.
Interesting. I don't even need to think
Yeah, I wanna
about
see
it. And shit, even I only have so much patience. Every single one of them is sure Saber's going to disappear. Saber won't disappear. I'm going to fight with her until the end. I can't let this destroy the oath we made. Ilya, I can't do what you're asking me to. I have Saber. As long as Saber's around, I'm going to keep fighting as a master. A soft gasp. For a second, her red eyes snapped open, as if she'd just gone into rigor mortis.
That's not how rigor mortis works, I'm pretty sure.
Oh. So you're going to betray me too, Shira?
Ilya backs away. She looks down, but maintains her composure.
Fine. If you're not going to listen to me, I'm not going to listen to you either. I've been letting you do whatever you want, but that ends now.
Ilya's voice is dripping with hostility now. There's something terrible lurking behind that malice.
Wait here. I'll be just a minute.
Wait! What are you going to do, Ilya?
Oh, nothing. I'm just going to go kill Saber and Rin. If I kill the two of them, that'd make you feel kind of guilty, right?
What? Don't be ridiculous. Saber and Tosaka have nothing to do with this. I'm only saying I can't be with you for my own reasons.
Oh, really? Well, I'm still killing them. Once that's over, it'll be your turn. If you won't be mine, you're useless to me.
I hear Ilya's footsteps moving off. Ilya's serious. She really means to go kill Saber and Tosaka. Stop! Ilya! Saber and Tosaka have nothing to do with this! I'm the one you captured, so if you're gonna hate someone, just hate me! You don't need to kill them!
I have a reason. I can't leave any other master alive. Isn't that how the Grail Wars work?
You dummy. You don't talk about killing people like it's so easy. You shouldn't ever do that. You're a kid. You shouldn't even be thinking about this kind of thing. Ilya stares at me in disbelief.
Too late. I've already killed a master, brother.
She sounds so joyful as she says it.
Yesterday, though, I thought you were going to take care of them, so I didn't expect to do it.
What?
Okay, so Ilya's the best character?
Yeah, she killed
Yes.
fucking Shinji.
She just killed Shinji?
In that instant, I surprisingly understand exactly what she's talking about. He was in the building last night, which means she must have seen the master running for his life as the perfect prey. Ilya, you didn't.
But everyone wanted it.
Real line.
Sorry, I only did it because you didn't. I don't actually like taking other people's stuff.
She doesn't sound guilty at all. It probably meant nothing to her. It makes me realize something. I've probably known this since the moment we first met. She really doesn't know the difference between good and evil. That innocent laugh is just as much Ilya as the merciless laugh I hear now. It's not that Ilya has a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other. Ilya, however angelic she may look, is a devil.
Well, I'm off. When I get back, it'll be your turn. So do your best to escape. Then again, a little bird in captivity will remain in captivity because it can't escape. Knowing you, you won't be able to escape this little cage.
Ilya leaves. She's absolutely right, of course. She knows nothing of threats or tactics, so she just says what's true. But I can't stay here forever. I need to escape and meet up with Saber before Ilya can attack her. Ugh! I shake myself trying to loosen the ropes around my wrists. Shut up. Maybe she really doesn't think I can escape. There's no one else here. If I'm not being watched, even I can manage to get out of some ropes, but... Damn, still can't. My body just won't listen to me. My limbs move, but they're heavy as lead, and just trying to move at all is exhausting. I knew I couldn't escape because of this. I can't move like this. Even if I get out of the rope, I won't be able to escape the room if I can hardly move. My whole body feels heavy, not because I'm tired. I haven't been able to move since I looked into Ilya's eyes. They must be mystic eyes. I hear truly superior mages can perform some sort of magecraft just by making eye contact with their target. Eyes are how we take in visual information, and so are susceptible to suggestion and spells. Oh, I fucking didn't mean to do that. There we go.
Back on the...
Yep, I got it. And that's why most mages employ some sort of protection on their eyes to block out other mages' magecraft.
Mystic Eye killers, by the way. Some mages have something called Mystic Eyes that just have special powers. Like Medusa's eyes. And you can just wear glasses. Like special made glasses that kill the power from affecting you.
Tosika would be so mad if she found out all it took to paralyze me was suggestion. Not even a spell. Well, at least that was from Mystic Eyes learned through Magecraft.
There it is.
Some monsters are born with Mystic Eyes and don't even need to lock eyes with the target. And here all they need to do is look to use whatever ability they have. But it's also extremely rare for people to have powers like that. And... luckily, Ilya's mystic eyes aren't unique or special. They're just a means of sending magical energy at a target. And that means there has to be a way to dispel the effect. Ilya's magical energy is invading my nerves, preventing me from moving. If I can get rid of that magical energy, that should fix my paralysis. Uh-oh. Hang on. For some reason, YouTube is dying.
Gotcha. I haven't seen the YouTube side. That's my bad.
Switching over that just to make sure. Switching over that. No, it seems like it's still working. It should still be working. It looks like it is. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, OBS. You're crazy. I'm just watching it just to make sure.
Maybe it'll do a trick.
Maybe it will. Who knows? All right. I think we're good. I don't yeah. Okay. I think we're good. OBS is just fucking lying to me. It's fine. Alright, anyways. It's simple. If there's a buildup of mud, then all I have to do is flush it out to clean it out. I close my eyes and focus inward on my own body. I may not have the skill to detect and remove foreign magical energy that's invaded my body, but I don't need anything like that, so long as I'm dealing with the magical energy that hasn't become a curse and taken root in my body. If Ilya's magical energy is lingering, stagnant in my body, I just need a strong flow of magical energy through my body to flush it out.
Take a shot. Take a few, actually.
Sorry. It's crude, but it's all I can do. I apologize to my body for what I'm about to put it through. All I have to do is focus on my daily routine. The ritual where I force a foreign nerve down my spine. No, not anymore. I don't need to build it from scratch anymore. Now all I have to do is flip the switch in my head. Instead of creating a magic circuit in my body, I just have to switch my nerves into a magic circuit. Trace on. I murmur the spell to focus myself. You don't use spells to change the world around you. They're to be used on yourself, to empower you to change the world.
God damn, that's a fucking line.
For mages, they're a way to initiate a kind of self-transformation. Ugh. My voice is dying.
I'm sorry.
Spells are the first. No, it's just it's not my voice getting tired, it's other things. It's fine. I can keep going. It's just gonna get rough if I don't clear my throat every so often. Spells are the first, most basic magecraft used to create a mystic, just for you. A command that will only work on you. Basic structure, analysis. My blood flow accelerates. Power builds in my blood. My body is becoming a machine for circulating magical energy. Probably thanks to the gem Tosaka made me swallow. Normally, this would take me at least an hour. Now I'm able to do it almost instantly. Composition, analysis. I don't even need to flip the switch at this rate. I could just let the magical energy circulate and let my hands go. Actually, I say flip the switch, but I still haven't found the switch to begin with. Heat rushes into me. I try to get control over my pounding heart, and my hands slip from the bucking reins. Blood splurts from my mouth. I must have opened a vein or tore something inside myself.
You swallowed a gemstone.
Excuse me. I channeled enough magical energy to flush out the mud that had invaded me, so it's no wonder I'm throwing up blood. Luckily, I don't feel any pain. Maybe I'm not in pain because of that self-healing thing I have. Yeah, I literally just drank. It's an abnormality of my body that I still don't understand, but I'm delighted to have it at a time like this. The ability to heal any non-fatal wound is my biggest and only strength right now. I do need to be careful not to rely on it too much, though. Since I still have no idea how it works, relying on it too much risks losing it all. So I can't rely on miracles I don't understand. Okay, now there's just the rope. I undo the rope. My wrists were bruised, but I wasn't bound tightly enough to cut off circulation. I don't think Ilya tied me up, but I wasn't bound very tightly. Besides, I doubt it was Ilya who carried me in here anyway. Who here, other than Ilya, might not be all that strong? It definitely wasn't a Berserker. If he'd tied me up, he'd have snapped my hands right off. I rise to my feet as I try to crack a joke. Ouch! I can control my body, but I've pushed it too far. While I may not be injured, magical energy is raging through my body. Just moving around is likely to tear my insides up. It's probably the pain. Dizziness and nausea rack my entire body, and I have no feeling at the ends of my arms and legs. I'm not going to get home before Ilya gets back. Not like this. Why am I being such a coward? I don't have time for that kind of thinking. I slap my cheeks and start walking. What? As soon as I lean against the wall and start towards the door, I hear something on the other side of the wall. Footsteps. More than one set of footsteps. People are approaching my door and talking. They stop right in front of my door. Someone's on patrol? Damn, and at the worst possible moment. There's no time to hide. I need to...
Have to fight. We'll give you the saber points.
Victory goes to the one who makes the first move. I need to fight. I can't hide, and I don't have time for that anyway. I need to get back out there just as fast as I can and get back to Saber. The door opens. I push myself up against the wall, right behind the door. Huh? The scout opens the door, but doesn't enter the room. Hold on. The chair is visible from the entrance without even coming in. Whoever is peeking in will know what's going on just from seeing the empty chair where I'm supposed to be sitting. Crap! If they call for backup right now, escaping will get a lot harder. I'm just gonna have to hurry out and take on whoever's on patrol. I push off from the wall and rush toward the door. And then... they must have figured I was hiding because they step into the room as soon as I jump out. Take that! No chance of stopping now. Whoever I'm up against, I just need to knock them out and escape. Funny.
Oh,
I had a
if you
feeling.
comply, I may spare you. Shiro?
I had a feeling. I freeze. My mind goes blank. The very person I have to go save is standing right in front of me. Saber? How? Why are you here?
Oh, why? I should hardly need to tell you. Servants need not explain their need to protect their masters. It's my duty to come to your aid, knowing you've been captured.
Well, but how did you know I got captured? Or,
Bitch, it's been a day.
actually, why are you here, Saber? This is Ilya's hideout. You shouldn't be coming anywhere near here right now.
I should be the one asking you. What were you thinking? I have repeatedly told you, never go out alone. But you allowed Ilyasville to cap... Sorry, I... Freudian slip there for a second. Mitty knows who I just said. To capture you easily at that, and bring you here. You have failed as a master, and I insist you make an apology for this.
I know. I was careless. But seriously, why are you here? You can barely move. So what were you thinking, coming to Ilya's stronghold in this state?
I could ask the same of you. Servants protect their masters. It's not matter where you were taken, even Ilyasville's stronghold.
Saber is blunt as ever. She's exactly as she's always been. This isn't the weak, slumbering Saber from that night.
Shiro, why have you climbed up? I knew it. You were injured in your captivity.
No, that's not it. Don't worry about me. I'm just glad to see you're doing better.
Don't worry, I just ruptured a spleen.
I'm genuinely relieved. I'm surprised to see Saber here, but I'm much happier to see that she's herself. I know it's selfish of me to think this way, but I think this is how Saber should be. Sorry, Saber. I don't fully understand, but you came to rescue me, right?
Yes, it is a servant's duty to rescue her master. This is like the 5th time I've said this conversation.
Thanks. I'm really glad you came. What a relief. Everything sorted itself out. Now I just need to get out of here with Saber.
I can't help but remember that derpy as fuck face that Saber made a few in-game days ago.
Wait a minute. Is that Tosaka? Tosaka? Are you real? And are you really right here?
You look better than I thought you would. Maybe I didn't need to come.
We're all in the same room. Let's go.
Oh my god, this has never happened.
That's what I said, Rin. I told you you should just leave Shiro Emi. All he does is cause trouble for everyone around him, and somehow survive himself. This would have been a perfect opportunity to just leave him to die on his own.
Please, Archer, hold your tongue. No. I asked for your help, yes, but that does not give you the right to insult Shiro. Yes, it does. We have the implied right just by being here.
Master, do I have the right to insult Shiro?
Well, yes. Always. As a matter of fact, do it right now.
Anyway, continue.
You talk big now that your master's safe. First the master, then the servant. They don't have an ounce of gratitude for their own allies. Well, we're going to end up fighting eventually. It's probably best not to have too much in the way of fond feelings.
He must have hit a nerve, as Saber grows silent. This guy... He's not just unfriendly to me, he treats Saber the same way.
Enough. I hope you haven't forgotten the situation we're all in right now, Archer. We don't have time for bickering. We need to get out of here before Iliasville comes back.
Huh? Wait a minute. You came here knowing this is where Ilya lives? And actually... Ilya left saying she was going to kill Tosaka and Saber. That means Ilya and Tosaka passed each other. That's a relief. I think Ilya is heading to my place right now. If you guys hadn't come here, you would have had to fight her there.
Yes, looks that way. I did see Ilya and Berserk head outside, though I must admit that if they hadn't left, we would have been able to sneak in here in the first place. We wouldn't have been able to sneak in here in the first place. Oh my word, I can't.
I get it. Saber and Tosaka only managed to pull something so bold off because they saw Ilya leave. She's bold as ever, but this time the brazenness worked to our advantage. I'm impressed.
We'll talk later. I braced myself knowing that this was the Einsburg's hideout, but it would be much better if we could avoid confronting any of them at all. And Saber's in no state to go up against Berserker right now.
Tosaka gestures for me and Saber to separate. Tosaka, what do you mean Saber's in no state? She's got all her color back, and she's acting like herself.
You should really know better than to be so blindly optimistic.
Saber hasn't recovered at all. Can't you see she's barely able to stand?
Rin, you promised to keep that to yourself.
Sorry, I need to go back on my word. Keeping quiet won't help anyone, and this isn't a secret we can keep forever anyway.
may be true, but
She sounds so pained. And now I see nothing has changed about her situation. Saber, is Tosaka telling the truth?
yes, Green is correct. It's embarrassing to admit, but I'm in no position to fight as a saber right now. At best, I can be your shield.
I figured as much. She's too weak to even armor herself up, but she insisted she come with us. She probably figured she'd defend her master even if she couldn't really fight.
What? She's so weak she can't even arm herself. She was willing to become my shield since she couldn't fight? What kind of absurd nonsense is she saying?
I'm sorry, Shiro. I know I'm useless as a servant in my current state, but I can at least be your shield. I know this is not ideal for you, but it's the only...
Oh, come on. Why does Saber never think about herself? Why is she only ever worried about everyone else?
Wow, view must be great from that glass house of yours.
Yeah, right. To hell with that! Of course I'm not happy. Tosaka, why did you bring Saber? Don't you realize Saber needs more help than me right now?
What? I tried to stop her. Saber refused to listen, and we wouldn't have been able to pinpoint where you were without her in the first place. I know it was risky, but we needed Saber.
But you still... I want to tell her she shouldn't have brought Saber, but I stopped myself. I have no business criticizing. This is only happening because I went and got captured. Tosaka and Saber were just doing what they thought was right.
Enough squabbling. Just leave it alone for now, Rin. Masters are sensitive to any changes in their homes, so we don't have time to explain every detail just now.
You're right. Iliasville must be surprised we're gone, so she's probably coming back real quick. I said something. Fine, let's talk later. Right now, our priority is getting out of this castle. Are you okay with that, Shiro?
I want to be clear. That's not me. That's the game. For some reason, they have it so that the models, like, appear and disappear in the middle of the fucking lines, and the lines go away when they do that. So, that's not me. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but it's funnier to blame you.
That is true.
Shiro, you should.
Yeah, but if Saber is as bad as she was last night, it'll be hard for her to even walk right now. I don't want to push Saber any harder than I have already.
Honestly, you all underestimate me.
Saber?
Even though I'm magical energy, I can still fight better than Shiro. If anything, I'm more concerned about Shiro disappearing. Green may not have noticed, but your magical energy is disordered, is it not?
Huh? Well, this is nothing. I can manage. I'm totally fine, really.
Then we are in the same state, Yuriko and I. I may be slightly uncomfortable, but it is not unbearable. This may all be difficult to accept given how quickly it has happened, but let us follow Reen for now. We can discuss this further once we have returned home.
Saber encourages me to go. I give up. She looks so serious, so determined that I can't worry anymore. You're right. There are tons of things I want to talk about, but they can wait until we all get home safely. I want to ask about Saber's condition, and I want to thank her for coming to rescue me. But now isn't the time to ask her about the dream I had. Okay, let's go, Saber. I nod and get moving as best I can. Every step is a supreme effort, but this isn't the time for whining. Even in Even weakened as she is, Saber came all the way here.
By the way, I would just like to point out that at minimum, we have enough Saber points to reach the proper ending.
Good. Whoa. Is this a hallway? This corridor wouldn't be out of
Is
place.
it a hallway?
This corridor wouldn't be out of place in a museum. Elia's castle must be massive.
Listen, check the hall cams. I'm pretty sure I see Freddy down there.
Oh no. Hey, no time to gawk. Even if we make it out of the castle. What was that? Was that Freddy Fazbear I just heard?
The animatronics do get a little quirky at night.
The
Berserker
homunculi get a little...
bursting through the fucking door and running down the hall like fucking Foxy.
Five Nights at Icebergs, anyone?
Ilya
Oh,
has
no.
freaking homunculi. I want you to know that.
That's funny.
Even if we make it out of the castle, the forest surrounding it is huge. If we don't hurry, it'll be morning before we're out.
A forest? So are we really in the mountains? Are you talking about the forest that's a couple hours from Miyama by car?
Yep. We're in the Einsburn secret castle. I feel like you already knew that. Once we make it out, it'll take a few hours to get through the forest. It's nighttime right now, so we should be out of the forest before the sun rises.
Tosaka heads through the hallway, not hesitating for a moment. She's probably heading toward whatever door they snuck in through. Figured it was night, but how long have I been here? I thought it was about half a day, but maybe it's actually been a few days.
I feel like... Hi.
Hey!
Hello.
Like a mystery game, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Ellisville captured you in the morning, so it's been about 4 days. No, I'm kidding.
What?
Though
Been
the
here
date has
5 nights.
Though the date has changed, so you have spent 5 nights in captivity, I suppose.
Ugh,
5
I
Nights
see.
at Einsburns.
That's where you wanna be. I see.
Sleep drunk.
Sorry.
No, please do not apologize. Ellisville helped you captive for a considerable amount of time, but you are still alive. There must be proof that you did not submit mentally, even if your body was captive.
Well, that may be true, but
Yes, Ellisville may look like a young girl, but she is still an Einsburn mage. Had you submitted to her, you would likely no longer be yourself.
good read.
And it is not as if I did not consider that possibility. Came to this castle fully prepared to find you dead. Which is why I'm so glad to reunite with you. Shiro, my master has shown me that he is alright, so I cannot possibly show myself to be any worse off.
I feel the same. I couldn't stand not knowing if Saber was safe or not.
Somebody's playing Silk Song.
That face is
Hey!
incredible.
You two are serious about escaping, right?
I love that face.
If you guys follow behind, I'm going to leave you.
Oh, that is perfection.
Tosaka pops her head from the bend of the corridor to yell at us. Crap, this really isn't the time for us to chat. Let's hurry, Saber. I break into a run, urging Saber to do the same.
Also, I'd like to say, who is not playing Silk Song?
Honestly.
What?
I wish I had the chance to do that earlier, but unfortunately no.
What's going on?
Silk Song.
Work be hard, yo. He's saying who's not playing Silk Song as of
Oh, that's
recently.
fair.
Yeah.
Even I am caught in Silk Song rabbit hole. I just need to play it again.
Everyone is being
Anyway.
haunted nowadays by the Silk Song.
Have we all gone to the mist?
Haha.
No.
Dude, the mist is so
I-
fucking cool.
I
We're not gonna get into this right now because we're streaming a different
Only
game.
a couple hours.
But
in.
yes.
Yeah.
Silk Song good. We will leave it there.
Yeah. Silk Song good.
Ugh.
Fuck you, Team Cherry.
Everything hurts, but I grit my teeth and keep going. I drive my aching body on, following Tosaka. As I half limp, half run, Saber brings up the rear. She must be in a
see
lot
that
of pain,
sigh.
too.
Shut up. Shut up.
She's pretending not to be, but she's in no condition for this. Saber, if it's hard for you... I want to tell her I'll give her a helping hand, but I stop myself. Saying that will just make Saber dig in her heels and be more determined not to accept help. All I can do is keep an eye on her. Once Saber's too exhausted to complain, I'll just carry her. Honestly, Saber can be incorrigible sometimes. This fucking bit is very funny and not showing up on stream.
I'm sorry.
She has to be forced to even take a break. If I wasn't playing this...
name's Pot. How we met?
If I wasn't playing this through stream, I would also be tempted to do that, but unfortunately this is on, like, it's not gonna show up if I do that, so. And so, with Tosaka leading the way, we managed to get to the exit.
Elden Ring.
Sorry, I felt like playing an actual good fantasy game.
Oh shit!
Joke's on you.
Fucking...
I've played Archer in Elden Ring.
Hey,
Anyway.
you said this was an exit, but this is the entrance, Tosaka.
Huh? What are you on about? You do know that you can go in and out of entrances, right?
You can?!
That explains a lot about Shiro's mentality, I'm not gonna lie.
Tosaka hurries down the stairs. Well, I'm in no position to complain. Saber and I head down the stairs and into the hall. It looks like a lobby. All we have to do now is head out through the big door at the other end of the hall, and we're out.
I have a black screen right now. Give me a second.
Whoa.
Happens whenever you fucking reload the Latro. Anyway,
What?
okay. We should be okay. We should be okay now that we've come this far. The problem now is how we get through the forest. We might be able to use the cover of darkness to reach the main road. We really don't want to be here when Iliasville comes back and finds you're gone. By the time she comes back, it'll be morning. Hey, what's that look, Shiro? You've obviously got a problem.
Nothing. Just kind of remembering how ballsy you are.
Huh? You have the weirdest... Stream paused!
Sorry, hang on.
You have the weirdest thoughts at the weirdest times.
Well, I was getting at her just walking into the enemy's stronghold through the front door.
Well, whatever. Let's just head out. I remember the way back from here, so we won't get lost.
We head towards the entrance. A long, narrow hall extends from the lobby, and at the end of it is an enormous door. The hall is, unbelievably, about 30 meters long. I'm reminded that we're standing in an actual castle, but in the next moment... Uh-oh.
Oh, going home already? What a shame. After you came all the way here.
Iliad shouldn't be here, but her giggling voice echoes up and down the hall. I whirl around. Everyone skids to a stop. The instant we see our enemy, we know we're dead as soon as we turn our backs to them.
Ilias, feel.
Tosaka's voice trembles. Back at the other end of the hall, we see her standing at the top of the stairs we just descended. She shouldn't be here. Ironically, it's a similar arrangement to our first meeting. Ilias standing above us with Berserker behind her. Berserker's presence is overwhelming. Now that I can assess a servant's strength, I understand what a monster he really is. We can't do this. Even if Saber was at full strength, Berserker is just too powerful. It wouldn't even be a battle. That monster can't be beat. Not in a fight. If we are ever going to beat Berserker, we have to figure out how to do it without fighting him. In other words, if we want to live, we need to stay far away from Berserker.
Good evening. I am so happy you came to see me, Rin.
Ilia's voice is cheerful and bouncy. She's smiling, that same smile I saw the night we met. Innocent, but merciless. She won't settle to squash us like bugs. And that's when I realized we're not going to escape. Period. No matter what I do, I can't stop Ilia. Even if I try to draw Ilia's attention, that won't let Tosaka and the others escape.
What's wrong? You're so boring when you just keep your mouth shut. I'm giving you some time, so I suggest writing a will while you still can.
She giggles, but we don't have time for these kinds of games. We need to run to the entrance the second we can find an opening. If we know we'll never get an opening, all we can do is wait and hope. Ren.
Let me ask you.
I think that was Ren.
Okay. Then let me ask you one thing.
Even in this situation, Tosaka takes a step closer towards Ilia.
Iliasville, I didn't sense your presence coming back. Were you hiding this entire time? Yes, I didn't go anywhere. I was watching all of you make fools out of yourselves from here. Oh, really? So that wasn't the real you heading outside? Right. I knew you were coming. I'm the lord of this palace, so I should entertain my guests, right?
Right then, the giant vanishes. I'm not sure if it jumped or just moved. The next thing I know, Berserker appears in the middle of the lobby, creating a whirlwind. This is the end for us. If we retreat towards the entrance, he'll slice us in half with his axe sword the moment we turn our backs to him. But we're dead if we stay here, too. Our only other option is to challenge that walking mass of death, however futile it'll be.
Are we done talking? Then let's begin, Berserker.
The pale girl raises her hand as if performing a ritual and looks down on us.
I swear I won't let anyone get away today.
Her declaration is equal parts murderous intent and delight. Berserker's eyes light up. Before, Berserker had moved only as Ilia ordered, but now he's free to act, and he identifies us as enemies. Something's making a grinding sound. Tosaka? Tosaka grits her teeth hard, as if in regret.
Archer, can you hear me?
Tosaka speaks quietly without turning.
We don't need long. Distract him for us.
She just ordered her servant to his death. Archer doesn't answer.
ridiculous! Are you mad, Reen? Archer cannot possibly go up against Berserker alone.
We're going to take that chance to escape. Archer is going to buy us time.
Tosaka continues giving orders, ignoring Saber. Her voice is cold, devoid of any emotion. Archer, who had been silent as if pondering something, his eyes fixed on Berserker, gives a slight nod.
A sound plan. I will be able to escape once Rin and the others have. Independent action is an archer's strong suit.
He takes a step forward as if to protect Tosaka. Berserker doesn't move. Ilya's laughter echoes from above.
Oh, wow, this is a surprise. You think your nobody of a servant can stop my Heracles? I never thought you would do something so cute, Rin.
Neither Tosaka nor Archer are in any position to object. They know better than anyone. Archer steps forward. He's empty-handed, as usual. Tosaka looks at Archer's back. There's nothing she can say to him. She must know her orders are absurd. They amounted to telling Archer to die so that we can escape.
Archer,
Tosaka's about to say something, but
Rin, I just want to check something with you.
Archer interrupts her, speaking so nonchalantly that it seems out of place.
Fine. What?
Tosaka turns toward Archer, her eyes downcast. Archer's gaze stays locked on Berserker.
Yeah, I don't mind buying you time. But you wouldn't mind if I just beat this thing, right?
It sounds completely ridiculous.
Archer, are you?
Nah, I'd win.
Yeah, really though?
No, there's no need to hold back. Give him hell, Archer.
Understood? Guess you should try to live up to your expectations.
My boy! My boy!
Archer aura farms forward. Only 10 meters until he reaches Berserker. At this distance, it could close on Archer instantly.
Ilya.
You're a mockery of me. Fine, get him, Berserker. Go, tear that cocky man to pieces.
Ilya's voice is hysterical. Tosaka turns her back,
Sorry,
not paying attention.
she doesn't really do that. It's just, I really want to do that. Let's go. Once we're out, we've won.
Tosaka grabs my hand as well as Saber's and runs. Saber doesn't object. She follows Tosaka. I start running toward the entrance, leaving Archer behind. But then, from behind me,
Shiro Emiya.
he calls out to me, his back still to me. I let go of Tosaka's hand and turn around. In the lobby, now a good ways from me, I see Archer's back as he faces down Berserker.
Listen, you're not a fighter. You only create.
Berserker draws near. Archer is still empty-handed, and he doesn't take a single step while he watches his enemy closing in.
Don't think about anything else. There's only one thing you can do, so master that one thing.
Archer raises one hand. I have no idea where he got it, but he's holding a short sword now.
Don't forget, what you need to do is always imagine yourself as the strongest. You don't need an enemy. The only opponent you need to fight is your own mind.
I see him start to shift. Berserker's sword sends a rush of wind ahead of him. I turn and run, not staying to watch the clash. Tosaka and Saber are already at the entrance. I run, and I don't look back. The sight of the man in red made it clear that I needed to go. We hurry through the long hallway and out through the gate. Hard as it is to believe, we really were in a castle. And an old one at that, hidden deep in a forest. The whole place is surrounded by trees as far as one can see. I can't see any buildings, or even the sky in the distance.
This way. We should be able to reach the main road in about 3 hours. We'd better run.
3 hours. Honestly, I'm not sure that'll last that long. I'm not tired, but the pain gets worse with every step. If I could at least rest, my fever might break. We don't have time for that.
Shiro, hurry!
Tosaka sounds every bit as hurried. She'd given Archer his orders. As composed as she looks, I can see the regret weighing on her. I know, they're gonna catch up. Saber, let's hurry!
Oh, yes. Let's hurry, Shiro.
Saber's eyes are downcast, but she breaks into a run with us. We follow Tosaka as she slips between the trees. Saber's breath rattles loudly in her chest as she runs beside me. It's too dark for me to see clearly, but I can tell she's struggling. I can't ignore it any longer. Saber loses her balance. I sweep in from the side and take hold of her before she hits the ground. That's it. You can't go on anymore, Saber.
What are you saying, Shiro? I've been in situations like this many times. I can still run.
What are you talking about? Experienced or not, you're still in pain now. Come on, you need to admit you're struggling. I pull her arm. Saber hardly weighs anything anyway. I gather her effortlessly into my arms.
What are you doing?
No questions, just rest for a while. I'll be the first to fall if I have to keep watching you struggle like that.
No, insolence! Unhand me! You really believe this is enough to make me collapse?
Saber struggles in my arms, but her resistance is weak. Her thin arms have no real strength in them as she pushes at my chest. It pains me to see that's how weak she's gotten. I never imagined Saber to be too weak to push away from someone picking her up.
What are you thinking, Shiro? I will not permit such behavior even from my master.
Saber struggles against me, her face beet red. I really can't blame her. This must be a terribly embarrassing position for a knight to be in, but now isn't the time to worry about that. Lies! You're too weak to even push me away. This is an order from your master. If you won't listen, I'll have to use a command spell.
That is cruel. I will not tolerate such absurd nonsense as using a command spell for something like this.
Then keep quiet. If we don't hurry, Tosaka's going to leave us behind. Saber must have given up as she reluctantly falls silent. That's good enough for now. As long as she's not struggling, I can carry her and run at the same time. Spots burst across my vision. As I run, my blood pumps faster. I try to fight down the nausea burning at the back of my throat, gritting my teeth with every step. My breathing is erratic, but I do all that I can to hold the pain at bay. There's a reason for that.
Shiro, please put me down. I will run on my own.
The moment she sees me struggling, Saber looks up at me, concerned. I can't stop now. Don't underestimate me. Carrying you is nothing. Compared to a broken stove, a girl's light as a feather.
What?
Just shut your mouth. Is give and take just not in your vocabulary? You've saved me plenty, so it wouldn't be fair for me not to do this. I need to pay you back for everything you've done, or else I can't have you protecting me tomorrow.
That's not true. You doing this is most certainly unfair.
Fine by me. Just means I'll only have to do something like this once. Besides, I'm starting to get motivated now. I take a breath and pick up the pace. Tosaka knows very well that I still have Saber in my arms, but she keeps taking us through narrower and narrower paths. It's a good thing Saber's so light, but following Tosaka is a trial all on its own. If you keep talking, you might bite your tongue, so I'd appreciate it if you stopped.
Yes. Then I'll do as my master says.
Saber relaxes in my arms. She was tense earlier, which made carrying her harder. Now it's a bit easier. The problem now is whether Saber and I will make it to our destination. I don't know how long we've been running. Maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Running doesn't take a lot out of me. I've been training hard, and Saber is so light. But right now, there's something wrong inside me. The more I move, the dizzier I get. I feel like I'm about to throw up. I would have understood it if I'd been bitten by a snake, and the poison was doing a number on me, since we're in a forest, but... Ugh, this is nothing. The pain won't bring me to my knees. It's just a heaviness in my chest, and I need to throw something up. And it's nothing compared to the heat I'm feeling in my arms right now. Saber's closed her eyes, as if she were sleeping. She's not resisting, she's relaxed. Her body's growing hotter by the moment.
She's flipping me off.
Her clothes are damp with sweat, even though it's the middle of winter, and she's tucked her head down to hide her labored breathing from me. This is bad. At this rate, it'll be a repeat of that one night. Night Saber collapsed from exhaustion after using her noble phantasm against Ryder. Saber's condition hadn't changed since that night. Was she able to talk until now because she was just in the brief window before she disappeared? I run in an attempt to prevent that from coming true. I don't care what happens to my body. I move my feet as fast as I can, hoping that we can do something as long as we make it home. I very nearly trip and skid to a stop, leaning my back against a tree. I taste blood, so that's where the nausea is coming from. None got on Saber, since it was just a little bit, but the source of my nausea...
What the
Actually, knowing Saber, she might well cut me in half for it. Yep, that's funny. The bit of levity and lends me just a little more energy. Okay, break's over.
No, you are done pushing yourself, Shiro.
Saber, she wasn't asleep. Saber speaks up from where she lays in my arms. What? What do you mean I'm done?
You should escape on your own, Shiro. You cannot continue to carry me in your state.
What? The hell I can't. I just tripped. This is nothing.
Says the boy so pale he looks like a corpse.
Hey. Tosaka's come back for some reason.
If you want to put on a brave front, go ahead. Yeah, the forest is pretty dark, but you should still wipe the blood from your mouth. No wonder Saber's so worried.
That's a relief. Being present, I need not explain myself.
Figured so. I just know what you're trying to say. Saber, we don't have much time, so go ahead and say what you want to say, so even a big dummy like him will get it.
Saber nods.
Yes, Rin, please leave me here. You will not make it out with me, and more important, I cannot last any longer.
I can't really insist she's being ridiculous. Neither of them needs to remind me how much worse Saber's getting. Saber won't last long. I have the sense she won't make it until morning the way things are going.
I see. So what do you think, Shiro? Are you going to die with Saber out here?
Of course not. I've got no plans to die or let Saber disappear. If she's gonna disappear, I'll use my command spells or whatever.
Okay, that's good enough for me. Let's take care of both problems then. We'll save Saber, and the three of us will escape this forest. That'll be the plan.
Huh? My brain feels like mushy tofu. Tosaka says the damnedest things and always so casually. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I'd really like to do that, but we can't.
Just follow me. I have no intention of letting Saber die either. I'll have you know. I will get my hands on that baby. I'm not going to let this opportunity slip away. I'm gonna make sure you fulfill your duty. Shiro said it was okay, so you don't mind, right, Saber?
Tosaka looks towards Saber meaningfully. Saber doesn't answer. Instead, she averts her eyes awkwardly. Once we pass through the exceptionally tall trees, something unexpected comes into our view. A ruin?
We should be able to hide out here for a while. Archer found this place on our way up here. He said we could use it as a hideout just in case.
There she goes. Trees choke the ruins. Only one of the rooms on the second floor remains more or less intact. The windows are miraculously undamaged, and the brilliant moonlight casts the room in a pale glow.
Huh, it's pretty clean in here. Maybe someone was staying here recently.
Nothing phases this girl. Tosaka steps over the rubble and pats the bed near the wall with both hands.
Shira, over here. We should lay Saber here. Getting carried can actually be pretty tiring, you know.
Oh, yeah, I'll be right there. I lay Saber on the old, beat-up bed.
How are you holding up, Saber? Can you still move?
Yes, I'm fine since Shiro carried me here. It seems I can still maintain my body.
Okay, then there's only one issue left. It's been an hour. It might take a little longer even if Iliasville is going to pursue us. No, we might be able to hide here until morning if they have trouble finding us.
Oh. She just reminded me of something. We've run as far as this ruins, but what happened with Berserker and Archer? He stayed in the castle to hold Berserker off. It's already been an hour. Archer should have retreated from the castle by now. Tosaka, Tosaka doesn't respond. She only presses her right hand to her heart like she's clutching something precious. And that's enough to tell me what happened to Archer. Tosaka's command spell is on her right arm. A master and their servant are connected. In the same way Saber was able to detect when I was in danger, a master can sense when whether their servant is alive or dead. Tosaka,
Yeah, and I told him to just buy us some time. That guy, he was pretentious to the very end.
Silence falls between us. It feels like the silence will last forever, but then...
But I won't let it be meaningless. Since I've lost Archer, I'm going to defeat Berserker here.
The sound of Tosaka punching her hand into a fist breaks the silence.
No more mourning. My rule is that I should take action if I have time to worry. We've come this far, so now I'm going to have you make a decision too.
Huh? What kind of decision?
You should know very well the decision to defeat Iliasville by killing Berserker. If we have Saber with us, we can't get out of this forest, and having her recover naturally would take too long. Whichever we try, Ilya catches us. Don't you get it? If the three of us are ever going to leave this forest, we need to defeat Berserker. If we can't do that, we're just going to follow Archer.
Defeat Berserker? That monster? Defeat that invincible whirlwind of death. I can't imagine that being possible. If we fight, we die. Tosaka should understand that perfectly herself. Is her plan still to defeat him, even knowing that? No, that's wrong. What am I saying? Tosaka's not saying we can beat it. She's not so blindly optimistic. Yeah, got it. We're not going to beat him to win. I should have realized that from the very beginning. We have to beat him, don't we? That's all there is to it. If we don't want to die here, we have to defeat that monster.
Exactly. Things aren't as dire as you might think, either. Yeah, it's Berserker, but he should be wounded after fighting Archer. I brought my entire jewel collection, and if Saber can recover, then we can come up with a plan or two. In fact, don't you think this is our best opportunity to defeat Iliasville since Berserker's wounded?
But is there a way to heal Saber? Isn't the best place to treat her?
No, location isn't the important thing for treating Saber. Saber is only weak because she's out of magical energy. If we can replenish enough of that magic energy, she should be able to use her abilities like before.
Tosaka's explanation reminds me of late last night. She said that Saber's magical energy was mostly gone, which is why, to restore Saber's magical energy...
If you want to save Saber, you'll need to tell her to attack people and eat their
Flashback.
souls. Then there's only one answer. Use a command spell, Emiya. That should at least let you avoid the worst case here.
I have 2 command spells left. Use one to make Saber attack people so that she can devour their souls to replenish her magical energy. If Saber won't recover, we can't defeat Berserker. If we can't defeat Berserker, then he'll kill us. Look at Saber where she lies. Just letting her suffer at this point, but... No. I still can't agree to let Saber attack innocent people.
Yes, I actually agree this time.
Huh?
If we were somewhere else, I might have suggested it. But we're in Iliasville's forest. There's not a single human soul around. There might be some people besides Ilya and Berserker in the castle, but going back there is a suicide mission.
For Saber to eat souls, we'd have to be out of this place. So that's not gonna happen right now. Tosaka nods. I'm relieved to not have to make Saber attack people. But then, how are we supposed to replenish Saber's magical energy? So, what do we need to do, Tosaka? This whole problem comes from me not being able to provide Saber with magical energy.
There are other ways. I thought I explained that to you yesterday. Or I guess that's the day before yesterday now. Sharing magical energy with a servant can be accomplished by sharing magecraft and a handful of other methods. Back then, Well, I didn't say anything because I never thought we would end up in a situation
Oh,
like this.
Here we
don't
go.
Please don't.
Yeah,
No.
I had a sneaking suspicion this would be the scene. Hmm.
Well, luckily we're in the version that's rated E for everyone.
I don't know if it's rated E, but yeah, it's not.
I'm pulling up the Nintendo Switch ESRB rating.
I'd be surprised if it wasn't T at the very least.
It's probably T, but still.
I try to think
Oh.
back to our conversation that night. Now that she mentions it, she said something like,
Well, a path should have been created between you and Saber during her summoning, so there might be a different way, but...
Okay, it is T.
I
It's
think
only
that's-
it's only blood and violence.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I
Yeah.
think that's what Tosaka said. I remember now. You said something about a path, and that there's some other method besides magecraft. Right? Or did I get it wrong? At the time, I was shocked to learn that I had to make a saber attack people, so I might have misheard her. Tosaka, is there another way?
Yeah, there are two options I can help you with, but this isn't exactly an ideal situation either. Listen, Saber lacks magical energy because the path between you two is incomplete. In order for her to recover, we need to reform the path between you to make it work properly.
That's probably the best solution, but I don't know how to do it. Saber's summoning was messed up from the start. If I had been able to make a connection to supply her with magical energy, we wouldn't be in this mess.
It's quite simple. We need you and Saber to bond properly and reconnect your spiritual path. It's the only way to fix a path without breaking the contract or resummoning her. And to do that, we need to transplant your magic
thank
circuits to
God.
Saber.
Huh? Transplant my magic circuits to Saber?
To establish the path between you and Saber, we need to transplant spiritually important organs. If the Servant and Master are borrowing from the Holy Grail's power, we need to create a connection just as strong, or else the path won't be formed. And to accomplish that, we need to transplant the Master's magic circuits to their Servant. It's going to require something that extreme, or your powers won't reach Saber.
Please tell
Magic
me this
circuits.
isn't.
An indispensable mechanism for mages that uses Ode to activate mana. It's the core of a mage's existence, and without it, the magical energy that serves as its source of a mage's power can't be created. Fuck. Just kinda stumbled through that line.
A mage's power.
A mage's power. To a mage, their magic circuits are more important than life itself. They see them as the thing that gives their existence value. I'm kind of overheating a bit here, so I'm gonna... Hopefully this doesn't get picked up too badly from the mic. But...
Hang on. Actually, I'll be right back, so I'm gonna take over.
It's too dangerous to transplant a servant circuit to a master. Transplanting the circuits of ghost liners, especially heroic spirits, onto a dying person leaves pretty much to severe rejection at worst. So, our only remaining option is to transplant your circuits to Saber. But it amounts to ripping nerves out of your body, which means the burden here will be...
entirely on the one offering the transplant. Ripping out nerves is the same as amputating fingers or even arms.
Is that Saber?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's saber.
Please wait, Reen. That would be too much for Shiro. And if we don't do it, none of us will survive. You should know that, Saber.
I gulp as quietly as I can. I have to get my priorities straight. We don't have time for me to hesitate when what needs to be done is clear. Tosaka, can you make this work?
I'll make it work, yeah. But even if it works, it's not gonna be safe or easy. I have no intention of failing, but even if I succeed, your magic circuits will go to Saber. You will experience such an intense sense of loss and pain, you'll wish I failed. If your magic circuits are taken from you, that means you...
It would mean that my secondary nerve, my missing magical circuits, would be like a piece torn from my psyche and would damage the spiritual body's integrity, creating a fatal flaw in me as a mage. I'll never regain that missing piece for as long as I live. My hope of becoming a fully fledged mage from experience alone will die. Once I lose my foundation, my magic circuits, I will always be incomplete, no matter what. I nod for my own sake. Is that all? I'd rather save Saber. Okay, let's do it, Tosaka.
That was fat. Oh, well, I guess fine for you decided so fast. But you really understand what you're getting into.
I do. You already told me.
Of course you don't. Listen, I basically just told you that you're going to have to die as a mage to save Saber. I tripped on that one specifically because save Saber together.
Yeah.
And also, Saber is another extra class in
Funny.
Fate. How can you... just so you know, that's the class that Buddha is. And probably would be Jesus if Nasu said that he... Honestly, Nasu said Jesus isn't a servant because he'd be too boring.
Damn.
How can you just agree without any questions or objections?
Because I don't have any objections. I'm agreeing because it's the best plan we have. You should be more confident in your own plan. Seeing you panic like that is making me worry. And if we don't do this, Saber can't fight Berserker, right?
Right, that's what I've been saying.
See? It's not like we haven't made any sacrifices. We have to fight and win since he bought us time. His stance told me to go. I didn't like him, but if he was willing to risk his life to protect his master, Tosaka, I can't back out now.
Fine, let's begin, Shiro.
Yeah. Are you ready, Saber? Transplant my magic circuits to you.
Yes, if that is your decision, Master.
I hear neither affirmation nor denial in her voice, but her eyes seem filled with regret. I guess Tosaka is going to prepare us for the transplant. I don't know the procedure, so I just have to leave it all to Tosaka.
We'll start with Saber. Shiro, keep your magic circuits on and just try to keep your mind clear. Shiro closes his eyes and all he can think about is his freaking traumatic backstory.
I close my eyes and switch over to the artificial nerve in my body. Thanks to Tosaka's instruction, I've been able to turn my circuits on and off effortlessly. A red flower entangles the white flower. Tosaka climbs up to straddle Saber, who lies still. Then she begins to run her fingers freely along the curves of Saber's slender form. Tosaka, what are you doing to Saber?
What do you mean? Doing this helps Saber relax. I want to have a good chance of success if she's stressed.
Oh, okay. Sorry, continue.
What the fuck is the...
Yuri!
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah.
Okay.
It...
I had to.
Okay.
Now,
What a-
let's get your clothes off, Saber.
What a fucking line. What?
Please cut off here! Game.
Thank you for coming out to Five Nights at Einstein's.
Ah,
This is the perfect time for the game to just cut the scene and
by the way, I'm pretty sure
Okay.
that's Saber.
what?
Quit reacting to everything I do. We just need to take some of our clothes off. Transplanting magic circuits is a mingling of body and mind. We need to make sure you make as much contact with as little obstruction as possible.
Tosaka's completely calm about this. Saber and I are the only two who are flustered about this, as Tosaka begins undoing Saber's collar.
Please wait, Reen. I can at least do that.
You can hardly lift your arm, so quit trying to act tough. Unless... Emiya, do you want to take Saber's clothes off since you're her master?
You! I want to call her a
God.
fool, but I snap my mouth shut. All jokes aside, I'm not suited to a task like that.
The next scene in the flowchart is one I'm looking forward to immensely. This is torture.
If I had to do it, I wouldn't be able to maintain my composure. Sorry, I'm leaving everything to you.
Good. So you know, you'll need to strip too. Just shut though. I'll kill you if you even think about taking off your pants.
I can't tell if she's joking or being serious.
Oh no, I'd kill you.
It seems like I need to strip to connect with Saber, though.
That sentence is so bad.
Terrible. Yeah.
Shiro, if I may ask, please turn away for a moment.
Oh,
God, I can just
got
hear
it.
how dead he is saying that.
Tell me when you're ready.
I like it. I like fate. I don't like this. I hate this.
I turn away and fold the shirt I was wearing. I try to distract myself and hide how nervous I am by
Weird.
folding the shirt up neatly, sleeves and all. Rin.
Are you okay? Saber?
Yes, I feel much better. However,
I need to calm down. I try to get my fear under control as I find myself dreading how painful and difficult the magical circuit transplant will be, and how it might fail. This is just a step along the path. I should be more worried about the fight with Berserker that comes after this.
You can turn around, Shiro.
Okay. I forget to breathe. I've seen her bare skin before, but I've never seen Saber like I'm seeing her now as she lies in bed.
My headphones are off.
It must be all this tension in the air. Not just me. Saber's acting weird too. She acted normal when I saw her bare skin before.
Over here, Shiro. Get up here and get on top of Saber.
Fucking god.
I would say
What the
phrasing, but I
hell?
don't even think that's a. I mean.
So this magical
Wow.
circuit transplant used to just be mana transfer through bodily fluids.
Yeah. I'm aware of that.
Anyways,
I've heard of that before. It's like someone else is controlling my body. I'm walking towards the bed, but it doesn't seem real to me.
Saber, I'll handle things until the sympathizing step. I'll have you take over after that. But make sure not to take too much. The less you take, the less the burden on Shiro will be.
understood. Please go ahead, Reen.
I have no idea what they're saying. Right now, that's all I can do to breathe. We get even closer. We're so close, our skin is almost touching.
fuck
I feel
off.
Saber's weak breath on me. I support my weight on my hands. My body's so close to hers. Good luck.
Yeah. Auftrag wird ersetzt. Fuck. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I have to do this. I
Das
hate this.
Weltelement wird alas das Asset Geckenzeichnet das
Das
Fleisch.
Fleisch geht einmal Teil des Sterns Zero.
The chant
Yeah,
begins.
what they said.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Rin.
Thank you. Thank you, both of you.
I try to focus my consciousness on what's happening to clear my mind so I can sympathize with Saber.
Tieflin Hoch Schnell White Zoo Morgan.
Saber is just like, what the fuck are you talking about, my sister?
Morgan Le Fay.
Nizuruk Shuan. Shoy. Fuck my life.
I only see Saber's face.
We should just like insert voice lines of the medic from like Team Fortress 2 in this case.
Oh yeah, totally.
Wait, I know exactly what we need to do. Continue.
She's already in a meditative state. I can't keep my eyes open forever. I reluctantly close my eyes.
Where was I? Oh yes, the horrors.
Oh yes.
The second he closes his eyes.
That was awful.
I'm not even trying anymore. I am not even trying anymore.
My senses begin to fade.
German
same
noises.
The same.
If I keep trying, my German friends are gonna come and hunt me down and kill me.
Surprised
Hydreigon.
they haven't already.
Coughed.
It's the same floating sensation as when I create my magical circuit every night. The feeling of my ego, my mind leaving my body.
Oh, hi. Thanks
This
for tuning
time-
in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
This time, though, it's running in reverse. Normally, I feel that sensation coming from my back. But right now, my consciousness is escaping from my chest. The five senses are functions associated with the physical body. The moment my consciousness leaves my body, I lose my sense of hearing. But my ears are more sensitive to Saber's breathing. Her slow, steady breathing begins to speed up. I hear the heart pounding in my chest. Blood rushes through my veins. I leave the vessel known as Shiro Emiya and slide into her body. My consciousness sinks deeper into her. Myself twirls and converges, invading her as a solid crystal.
God, fuck the.
Yeah.
Pulsing hot breath.
Real for real.
Our hearts, not our bodies, touch.
Shiro.
This would be a great time to switch over to Steins Gate.
Her voice rings out like a bell, and in response, my essence escapes my physical body.
No, I'm not. This
Don't
scene
be.
sucks.
Don't be.
This scene sucks.
My senses are transformed. I have no hands, no legs, no self. But I continue on in this bare state. Time seems to flow backward. Instead of flying, I feel like I'm being left behind. I accelerate. The body, persona, order, law. I become an arrow, shattering every barrier around me, destroying the boundaries that separate one person from another.
And this arrow pierces the girl in front. I'm tired.
Good job. You got the euphemism. Sparks race along the circuit. I freeze in the ecstasy of reaching the speed of light.
God fucking literal. This is just Digimon. by the way. This is a Digimon screenshot.
Funny.
Yeah, it is. It do
They
be
say,
Digimon.
God, one of these days I really do want to do some of the Digimon stuff. Because that would be fun.
Digivolve into Ultimate.
New game is coming out
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
October. Big recommend to that one.
They say a person's life flashes by in a single instant. The flashbacks are cruel. Every instant passes by in the blink of an eye. I can't look at it directly, so I find myself going emotionally numb. So this is a mental journey. I'm being reminded just how comforting our physical bodies are. Our anchors can be. I visualize the foundation of magecraft. The human operation is quantified. Hundreds of institutions, millions of joints. The endless complex patterns are in fact just a highway formed by simple repetition, all heading into the vastness of the future. It's like a vehicle of some kind heading toward a darkened city of light. Here, in the present, my thoughts pass by at the speed of light. Eternity passes in an instant. I pass through the last boundary. Alright, well, I'm not even gonna bother with that line. I see a glimpse of Altria's magic circuits, not my own.
Smart choice.
Unsheath thy sword and plunge it into the stone.
Shut the fuck up!
I can't wait for Saber to be like, all right, it's my turn. Merlin, fetch me my dick.
Merlin, I'm feeling frisky tonight. Grab me the strap on.
Oh my god.
I by the way, I literally mean fetch me my dick. How do you think Mordred came to be?
Fucking funny. The changes are extreme. The speed and light of the world vanish all at once. Here it is dark. Here it is heavy. The pressure of it pushes against my bodiless form. The air is so thick I may as well be underwater. My body sinks, feeling only the agony of being clamped in a vice. The path is deep, and I can't see the bottom. I feel myself fall through the thick twilight, plummeting deeper into an even denser darkness. It seems impossible that, just a moment ago, I traveled 10,000 miles in the blink of an eye. Now even going a single mile seems like it would be an arduous, eternal journey. I feel neither light nor hope. Only despair.
I just want to point out that we were like measuring things in meters earlier. Now all of a sudden we're using miles. Like, pick a fucking lane already.
Are these really Saber's magic circuits? They're completely different from mine. The shape of the circuits, the number of pathways, all that differs from person to person, but this is unlike anything else. This isn't a matter of scale or ability. Saber's magic circuits are fundamentally different from a mage's.
By the way, I will say, I want us to get through the next scene after this. It's an interlude.
Roger. The path rumbles. Every time it does, my tiny self nearly shatters. I don't know what Saber's magic circuits are like, but I can tell the sympathizing magecraft is functioning properly. This is not a failure. The dark, heavy pressure of this place doesn't seem like Saber, but it's also not an impure place. It's brimming with life. The flowing air is blood and a swirl of magical energy. I realize I've forgotten how to breathe. I haven't needed to. Sinking is painful, but it's not life-threatening. I look up into the darkness I've sunken into, but I seem to be past the point of no return. I can't see anything in this darkness. I'm submerging gradually, but the distance ahead is infinite.
Also, this node is called Forest Ruins / Dragon's Core.
The air grows even heavier. My rate of descent slows yet again. I squint into the darkness. The seemingly endless road does have an end. feel the heat of Saber's body. I feel her every breath. So close. The final destination. I reach the source of Saber's magic circuits, the center of her mental world.
Fox only, no items.
But what I see is beyond my capacity to understand. It's the core of a star. I've reached the embodiment of some impossible, scorching heat, breathing from the depths of the earth. The fiery red surface swirls, and then there's a splash like stagnant mud. At the bottom, there lurks a giant shadow. Its fiery eyes fix on the tiny intruder. Whether its master gave the intruder permission to enter or not, it is still a foreign invader. In the face of this core, my own consciousness is barely a mote of dust to disturb its function, or a piece of wood to feed its fire. I gulp, even though I have no throat to swallow with. I take in the entire scene. These are Saber's magic circuits. A heart beyond anything human, so different from ours, which we imagine as lines and circuits. This is a reactor core. If a mage's body is a machine for creating magical energy, then what I am seeing now is an entire factory. But the core is inactive. The key that should activate the core, the spark of power to bring the whole thing to life, has been cut off. Despite the overwhelming ability this core has to produce massive amounts of magical energy, it lacks the initial charge to activate itself. It floats overhead, a stagnant sea of fuel. No matter how much undiluted magical energy fills this endless space, it's useless. It needs to ignite. Even a tiny spark could do the trick. So long as the pathway for magical energy is connected, the core will roar back to life. And to do that, something beyond human knowledge awakens. Pathways running over the lake of magical energy begin to swirl. Red air explodes upwards in a raging pillar. Is this what it's like to stand in a thundercloud?
So I know why this why day 11 is called Dragon Slay. It's more like Dragon Lay, am I right? That's the joke we made last week.
So intense is the roar of the raging waves that I don't even properly hear it.
I have unfortunate news.
What?
Rex has given me, not alcohol, coffee.
Oh. He's trying to wake you up so that you have to suffer more.
I fucking hate it. But no, it's pumpkin spice latte. It's pretty fucking good.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of things, we good for tomorrow?
Should be. In the same way something too massive can't properly be seen, the roar is its own kind of silence to me. What appears at the heart of that blazing core is the embodiment of every threat mankind carries in their hearts. It has been said that the king is a red dragon that symbolizes Britain. Phantasmal blood runs in their human veins, the child of a sacred star.
Call that a roar? I'll show you a real roar.
So, wait, Psy?
I'm waiting. There it is. There it is. A dragon. A ruler. The symbol of so many phantasmal species. Objects of both awe and fear. The pinnacle of all beasts, appearing at times as a demon, at times a god. This is what lies in Saber's subconscious. Its otherworldly form suits the servant said to be the best.
just gotta point out the fact that the text was positioned to keep the eyes in view is peak.
Mm-hmm. The cauldron opens. Vicious fangs are all I see. There can be no resistance. Humans, which pale to insignificance before this, could never defend against it. No human intelligence could ever conceive of a way to escape. Oh, it must be famished. It devours its prey, which would normally seem as inconsequential as motes of dust, with its bloodshot eyes. And I am at a complete loss for words.
Oh, please be.
I wonder, why do we not eat living meals? It's obvious. We cannot bear to see our food alive. We prefer fresh food, but rarely do we eat anything alive, because we feel it's cruel for our food to suffer. In other words, killing the meat we consume before we eat it is our way of preserving its dignity. A scream of rage tears its way from my throat. I forget who I am and roar like a beast. I try to appeal to the beast. The hatred builds within me. My only resistance is bearing my emotions. I beg for mercy like the crucified sinner as I'm ground to a meal. My consciousness grows hazy, muddled. Every purpose and meaning in my life falls away. Any hope of retaining my sanity is long gone as creation itself. The pain, the pressure, they're far, far too much. And then, when I came to see it only as a monster, even once I'd learned of this hell, I believed I could endure it. The image of Saber, her head hanging low, comes back to me. I recall the meaning of this pain. That meaning drives me forward. It is a literal painful reminder of what I came here to do. I draw in a deep breath and let go of my resistance. It's not the dragon's fangs I should be fighting, but the pain twisting through me. I'm not here to run from the pain. I'm here to save her pain, to live up to the trust she placed in me, time and time again. And so, I'm here to give her the best thing that I, who has no hope of fighting, can give. The pain is indescribable. I can't reach out to my ground down consciousness. I own my awareness like a blade, silently, as if I were asleep. Here, eternity is but an instant. As long as I can endure this pain, even for an instant, my consciousness will remain. Alright, then I won't let myself feel an ounce of fear. I shall dedicate this pain to you, who will be the one to fight. The pain instantly fades. The red dragon is gone, and my consciousness gradually floats back to the surface. Weightless because I lost something? As if I'm floating back up to the water's surface, I feel myself begin rising up above the reactor. But wait, there's something I want to check before... Ah, it's so warm. A dull, throbbing hum issues from the reactor as it burns with golden light. The elaborate magic circuits shine with rainbow hue and begin their circulation. The fire is lit. I may be an untrained amateur of a mage, but today I filled my role as her lord. I surrender my body to the wind and float upward. I catch a glimpse of a distant memory. A figure holding a sword, and a figure standing in a grassy field as it dances in the wind. Which one did I find reminiscent?
We'll know when the interlude happens.
There it goes. I feel sunlight on my eyelids and slowly open them. Dazed and confused, I check over my own body. My arms and legs are fine. I don't see any wounds. Maybe the pain faded the moment I was able to endure it. My physical wounds, and even the mental scars, seem to have been healed. Rin,
Oh, Shiro.
I hear a weak voice from under me.
No,
Huh?
not Rin.
The feeling of her soft skin immediately makes me realize who's speaking, and the position we're in. Ouch! Saber's lying on the bed with her blouse in disarray, while Tosaka is sleeping, cradling her knees to her chest. Tosaka may be fine, but Saber's been under me like this the whole time. Morning, Saber.
Yes, good morning, Shiro.
We exchange awkward pleasantries. Saber slowly gets up and rearranges her blouse. Crap, we're so embarrassed we can't look each other in the eye. You can already get up, Saber?
Yes, I can receive your supply of magical energy now.
She seems to be back to her normal self. When I carried her here last night, she was so weak, it seemed like she might disappear at any moment. But that weakness is gone now. I see. That's a relief. So the magic circuit transplant worked?
Yes, so, would you please put your clothes on? I don't know why, but it's difficult speaking to you like this.
I look down at myself. Oh, right. Yeah, you're right. I hastily reach for my neatly folded shirt. That was nice of Tosaka to fold it up like that. Wait, no, I did that! Why did I fold it so tight? God. I vividly recall last night's ritual. I connected with Saber, and Tosaka transplanted my magic circuits deep within Saber. Saber looks like she's back to normal, but what happened to me? Tosaka warned that my body and mind may not be able to handle the loss of magic circuits, but I don't feel much damage, nor any huge sense of loss. I was a little scared, but I check on my magic circuits myself. The idea of seeing for myself just how much I've lost is terrifying, but we're heading into battle against Berserker. I need to understand my own condition. Huh? I don't know how to explain it. The overall function of my magic circuits feels sluggish, but there doesn't seem to be any obvious damage. It was chewed to pieces, but my magic circuits are still intact. It looks like I've been able to do my strengthening magecraft. It looks like I'll still be able to do my strengthening magecraft. I see. So that means I assume the magic circuits I rarely use were the ones Tosaka took. I only activate about 1 to 4 circuits when I do strengthening. Since I can't do large-scale magecraft anyway, I've never fully activated all my circuits. So she transplanted the circuits I don't use to Saber.
Shiro?
I close my eyes to assess my situation. It seems this won't affect my strengthening magecraft, but this sluggishness, like I'm wading through water, is because my capacity for magecraft has decreased. In exchange, though, I feel that I'm connected to something important deep inside myself. I can tell exactly where it's coming from, but there's a faint line that connects me and Saber. I've gained something truly important in exchange for my lost circuits.
I must apologize, Shiro.
Saber speaks up from somewhere behind me.
I did my best to take as few as your circuits possible, but even that bare minimum was too much to take from any one person. I've left a scar on you that will never fade, and I cannot apologize enough for that. It's my failure. If only I were stronger, more disciplined, I would not have...
That's not true. You have nothing to apologize for, Saber. This all happened because I couldn't supply you with magical energy in the first place. That's resolved now. Now, I can give you the magical energy you need without a problem. Yep, now I can finally proudly say that I am Saber's master.
But Shiro...
Don't worry about my magic circuits. I didn't use them all anyway. I feel better without them, actually. Saber's expression remains clouded. Crap, I never know what to say at times like this. Saber's recovered, and I survived even after the loss of some of my magic circuits. Saber's magic circuits, the dream of light and wind that Saber in her youth, and on top of that, we spent the night touching, skin to skin.
Did you have to point that out?
Calm down. Calm down. That was a ritual for our survival. I need to calm my mind. If I don't focus, I could mess up during battle. The sleepy rhythm of Tosaka's breathing halts, and she grunts. Looks like Tosaka's awake too.
Good morning, Rin.
Yo! Morning, Tosaka. I see Tosaka's hair shift, and then her head tilts up. She's not a morning person at all, and doesn't look her usual sharp self. At all. Thanks, Tosaka. It worked.
Yes, he's able to supply me with magical energy now, but in exchange, Shiro has...
No, I only lost about 30%, so don't worry. I can make do with what I still have.
30%? Did everything I could to minimize. But I still took 30%. I cannot believe my own greed. It's like a dragon.
I was about to
Greedy.
say, you basically got a dragon there, so... and a red one at that, so...
Inside of you is a dragon. It is hungry. It feeds.
Hi, Sai. As in my character.
Oh, I know.
Greedy, you say? I know you were hungry, but I wish you'd had a little better manners. Tosaka joining us helps dispel the awkwardness between Saber and me. Now we're back to normal.
Is that so? Then let's get going.
Tosaka yawns and gets to her feet. It's almost time for the battle. Somewhere in that forest, Berserker and Iliasville await. If we don't defeat that hurricane of death, everything we did last night was for nothing. The connection that was created between me and Saber deep in our hearts. To protect what we created, we'll have to defeat the most powerful enemy of all.
Interlude.
Do you know how long this is?
The interludes have not been too long.
Okay.
In this game. I will say that once we do this interlude, we have been through 8 events. There's only 5 more nodes on this.
Roger.
So we
Fucking
will.
kill myself before we end this, I swear.
I don't know we're gonna go past the interlude, honestly, but
Okay.
it's nice to know that we're almost done with this section for sure. Yeah. Their battle comes to an end. The two fought fiercely, and it ended with the disappearance of the Red Knight. Now a shadow of its former glory, the reception room is in ruins. The floors are cracked and broken. Many of its walls have been knocked down. The stairs have collapsed, and broken marble is scattered across the floor. There's hardly a trace of the reception room's original form. Some might even say time itself has been stolen from this place. After such vast destruction, the scene bears no resemblance to what it was just 2 hours ago. A sculpture, well suited to such destruction, stands in the middle of it all. Standing over 2 meters tall, it bears the crude likeness of a man, as if roughly hacked out of stone. It hardly bears mentioning. This is Iliasville's servant, Berserker. The giant doesn't move. Its entire body is splattered with red, with several holes torn through it. Not a single inch of the giant's body isn't wounded. 1, both legs appear on the verge of collapse. 2, a massive gash in the neck. 3, arms practically hanging off the elbows. 4, something has pierced it from shoulder to groin. 5, blood gushes from its chest. 6, its belly is torn open. Berserker is not moving. He will. It's clearly a corpse. The battle itself lasted less than an hour. The result, unexpected. Berserker's master is beside herself. She should be picking off what remained of her prey, but instead, she just stands there, staring at the devastation.
I don't believe this. Who was that guy?
Her voice is a low mumble now. The battle came as a humiliation to her. Her servant is the most powerful. Among all heroic spirits, maybe 1 or 2 could compete with Heracles, the most renowned hero of all time. And yet, some unknown archer defeated him. The Red Knight fought on equal ground with Berserker, and in the end, even killed Berserker, which nobody else had even thought possible. And for that, he can never be forgiven. To Ilia, it is as if she's just been stabbed in the heart by a passing insect. She'd prided herself on being the strongest master. For her to lose the sword she should have so casually trampled must be unthinkable.
This is so frustrating! I can't believe you let him beat you 6 times! You weren't going easy on him, were you, Berserker?
The statue doesn't answer. It has neither the time nor the need to do so. Berserker stands still, focusing on healing himself. Even for him, this was an unusual battle. His noble phantasm nullifies any attack. So long as the attack is not of the highest possible class, it won't so much as scratch him. As such, he rarely sustains any wound. In his own time, none could harm him after he attained greatness. But here, now, he's been hurt 6 times. Archer delivered 6 fatal blows. Each of his attacks was of a different sort. That is because even the strongest attacks won't work twice on Berserker. Strange as this battle was, the most truly bizarre part was, if Archer was a hero with so many different abilities, his identity should have been obvious. But even after his body was pulverized, Archer's identity remained a mystery. What was really surprising was how he carried himself in a way that seemed contradictory as a servant. A faint light flickers in the pupils of Berserker's eyes. Were Berserker a normal, rational servant, he would probably feel pretty bad about how this battle went. Whatever his identity might have been, Archer was a rare and formidable adversary. If only Berserker's sanity hadn't been taken from him, he would have fought to his heart's content, and maybe even enjoyed himself.
I won't.
Sorry.
You
I
too,
won't
huh?
forgive them.
I'll never forgive them. How dare they insult me like this?
Ilya's
No,
voice.
I've had dairy, so.
Oh, I see. Fair. Ilya's voice echoes in the shattered hall. Whatever tiny embers of rationality might have been returning to him are immediately snuffed out by her voice. He's just Berserker now. His role is to overwhelm and annihilate his master's enemies.
Have you healed, Berserker?
Berserker doesn't need to answer. So long as the wound doesn't kill him, he'll heal in moments. But to completely recover from this wound takes as much as 3 days.
I can't wait that long! Fine, we're killing them now!
The giant silently objects. It's almost instinctive. At least when it comes to a fight, Berserker has instincts similar to Saber's. He can certainly destroy his enemy easily enough, but if Saber has recovered enough that she can use her noble phantasm, that will be a different story. Berserker will not fall to a mere sacred sword, but there's always that small chance of something going wrong. His instincts tell him that he should be completely prepared before facing the servant.
What? 5 lives shouldn't be plenty. There's no enemy to worry about, even without your god hand. Or what? Are you going to let them get away, even after they made fools of us, Berserker? That's what you're saying. Nobody's going to escape my forest. Yep, I'm leaving Rin and Saber to you. You can kill them, toy with them, whatever you want.
Ilya hops down from the stairs. She walks through the rubble to the exit without a moment's concern for Berserker, bloodied as he is. But suddenly, she stops, as if remembering something.
Come, let's begin our hunt, Berserker. But you can't kill Saber's masters so easily. I'm going to make sure Shiro dies in the worst way imaginable.
Ilya heads out of the castle, giggling happily. The sun is about to rise. Ilya knows the forest like the back of her hand. She won't have any trouble finding her prey, even if they try to hide. Her targets have only minutes to live.
There we go.
Interlude out. And that is probably where we're going to be wrapping things for tonight. Is it gonna ask for a save? Nope. Okay.
5 Nights at Einsburns.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that.
Yep. All right, we're good.
So, I want to check something in the servant real quick for Berserker.
Servant. Did we get any new stuff? I didn't see.
Check Noble Phantasm. Okay. They did not update it.
Even though they actually mentioned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, they mentioned Berserker's Noble Phantasm there, God Hand.
Yep.
So he has an extra life per one of the 12 labors.
Ha, that's funny.
And if something kills him, he regenerates back to full, and that attack cannot kill him again.
That is fucked.
Yes.
Yeah.
But apparently Archer had enough A rank attacks to be able to kill Berserker 6 times over.
Damn, we got halfway there.
Yeah.
What a fucking Giga Chad.
Yeah.
I think after Berserker dies is when I think I'll be fine spoiling Archer.
Okay, I was gonna ask you about that.
I wouldn't do it on stream, but yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Either way, thank you all so very much for stopping by. Take care of yourselves, and we'll catch you in the next stream.